I remember the morning of my son Daniel's wedding like a silent wind moving across the open fields of our Texas ranch, the same ranch his father and I built board by board, nail by nail, hope by hope. When our hands were young and our dreams were bigger than the land that stretched before us, the sun rose slow, the day soft gold settling across the fences, the barns, the horses grazing with gentle calm, unaware that a storm was quietly forming in our lives. I woke up before dawn, not because I needed extra time, but because my heart refused to sleep. Something inside me felt unsettled, like the quiet before a tornado, when the air holds its breath and every old memory wakes up all at once. I walked through the house, touching the wooden walls my husband carved, touching the kitchen table where Daniel learned to write, touching the chair where his father sat every morning drinking coffee, talking about the future of the ranch and the son who would inherit it someday. Daniel had always been a good boy, soft-hearted, loyal, the kind of child who hugged me tight before going to school, the kind of young man who helped me fix fences after storms, the kind who cried quietly when his father passed and promised me he would take care of me and the ranch. But something changed when he met Olivia. She came into his life like a bright flame, and he followed that light without noticing the shadows behind it. I stood outside the barn smoothing my dress. The one Daniel said made me look like a proud mother. I wanted to feel proud, I truly did, but a heaviness pulled at my spirit, as if the land itself was whispering warnings. The fields that once felt warm suddenly felt distant. The sky that was once open now felt like it was closing in on something I could not see clearly yet. Then Olivia stepped out of the house, her gown wrapped tight around her body, her posture straight like a queen stepping into her kingdom, her eyes cold, sharp, calculating. She looked at me not with love or warmth, but with a strange satisfaction, as if she had already won something that did not belong to her. Her gaze kept drifting to the barn, the house, the land, each glance not of admiration but ownership. Guests arrived, cars lining the long dirt road, hugs, laughter, photos. But even with all the joy around her, Olivia remained stiff, like her smile was glued on her face, and her heart was fixed somewhere else. I watched her interact with people. She charmed them with quick, sweet words, but her eyes wandered away from every conversation. She listened, but not to people. She listened to the future. She wanted a future built not on love, but on my son's inheritance. When the ceremony began, everyone stood under the large oak tree we planted when Daniel was 5 years old. He used to climb that tree until I worried he would fall and break every bone, yet he always came down with a smile that lit the world. But on that day, as he stood under that very tree, he looked nervous, almost scared, not of marriage maybe, but of disappointing the woman he wanted to please more than anything. Right before the vows, as people settled into their seats, Daniel walked toward me, his face tight, jaw clenched, eyes avoiding mine. Every step he took felt wrong, like he was walking away from who he used to be. He stopped in front of me, and without looking up he said, "You need to leave, you make Olivia nervous." A silence spread thicker than smoke. 200 told Olivia calmly that she and Daniel should meet me in the office. When they returned, she sounded annoyed, but she agreed, believing she already had everything in her grasp. When they arrived, the air felt heavy. Olivia marched in first, like she was entering a meeting. She planned to dominate. Daniel followed behind, eyes dull, shoulders slumped, like years of quiet control had already worn him down. I placed the letter on the table and told them to read it. Olivia snatched it, as if it was a contract she expected to sign, but her expression changed with every line, her face tightening, her lips pressing thin, her eyes narrowing like a snake, realizing it stepped into a trap. Daniel looked at me, confused, then scared, then ashamed. He finally understood what his father had done to protect the ranch from someone exactly like the woman he married. Olivia argued, yelled, threw insults, told Daniel I manipulated him, told him I wanted control, told him I was trying to ruin their marriage. But the truth was louder than her tantrum. The ranch was legally mine, and nothing she said could change that. For a while Daniel stayed with her, but the cracks widened, the fights grew louder, the dreams shattered slowly as Daniel realized he had married someone who loved money more than heart's power, more than honesty, land more than people. He watched her lie to others, he watched her manipulate her own family, he watched her try to twist him against me again and again. Years passed. I ran the ranch alone, fixing fences, repairing barns, hiring new workers, watching sunsets in silence, and praying for my son's safety. I kept the lights on every night in case he came home. I spoke to his father in quiet moments, telling him I hoped our boy would find his way back. Then one clear evening I heard footsteps on the porch, slow, dragging, uncertain footsteps. I opened the door, and there he stood, Daniel, older, thinner shoulders, heavy eyes, overflowing with years of regret. He whispered, "Mom, she left, and I lost everything, and for the first." Now every morning he works beside me, repairing old fences, feeding the horses, planting seeds for a future he once almost threw away. He walks through the land with new purpose, new humility, new understanding of love and loyalty and family. Sometimes when the wind moves across the fields, I hear his father's voice whispering through the tall grass, saying, "You waited, you believed, and you brought our son home." And in those moments I know that love built this ranch, love protected it, and love will carry it forward long after the storms fade.